Hey guys, it's your girl Jericka, aka Cosmetic Star, and we're back at it again. And today we have someone special to me, and it's my best friend, Melisa.
Hi guys.
We've been best friends for about 24 years, so we've been knowing each other for quite a long time. So today we thought it would be fun to ask each other questions, and we have to answer it truthfully. And we cannot say skip the question. Got it? Good. Okay, so we're gonna just jump right into this.
All right. So,
Oh God. I guess I'm going first.
starting from the top. What was the name of the first person you had a crush on, and why did you like them?
Oh my God. Are we talking about the first crush grown up, or the first crush that we fought for?
We could talk about the first crush that we fought for.
Okay.
the reason we became friends 24 years ago.
Oh my God. Okay, so there was this boy. Okay, we was in kindergarten. First of all, this is bad. Okay, this is really bad. We became friends because we was in kindergarten, and there was this little black boy, and he was the finest thing around, guys. Well, at that time. Now that we're grown, not the finest thing
Era
around.
más feo del diablo. It was ugly.
So anyway, I liked him. His name was Raymond. It's so crazy because we still can remember his name. And I liked him, yet she liked him. And we would always fight for this kid. And he must have thought he was the finest thing in kindergarten. And then we eventually became friends. And then we was like the two little ones that was crushing. And then we would go and ask the teacher, can we go to the bathroom? Because we have to use the bathroom. And we was buddies. So we would go to the bathroom. And then a little while later, he would go to the bathroom. And then we was just perverts. We just leave it just like that.
Yeah.
In kindergarten. So that's
It
where
was
our
horrible.
friendship. That's where our friendship came from. That was my first crush ever, and that was in kindergarten.
That was horrible.
That was so freaking
So
funny,
you
though.
can ask whatever question you want out of all of them.
Okay. Oh, the second one's good. What is one thing you regret having done or not done in your life?
Well, here's something that I would like to say to everybody. Regret, I don't like that word, because at the time you were doing it, it was exactly what you wanted.
That is true.
That's very true. Pero, one thing I regret not doing is breaking up with my daughter's father when he first cheated on me. Because had I done that, I would not be going through half the shit I'm going through now. Pero, I don't regret it. I can't say I regret it because had I broken up with him, I wouldn't have my beautiful daughter and I wouldn't be the person I am today. So, that's my answer.
I just think, like my response to that is like, when we're young, we do stupid things. But I also believe as these are life lessons. So we just go through them, we surpass it, and we just learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really not a regret. I agree with that. Uh-oh.
What do you think you cook or bake the best?
What do I cook or bake the best? I'm not much of a big baker, even though they love baking, like when I bake for them. The thing that I could say that I believe that I cook the bomb is pollo guisado. I love it. With potatoes and carrots and all that good stuff, it's out of this world with white rice.
Well, I don't know. You never made it for me, so I don't know.
Okay, I will one day.
Well, it's your turn.
Okay, so, what embarrasses you the most in front of other people?
What embarrasses me the most in front of other people? What embarrasses me? I don't know. As I've grown older, I've kind of lost my shame for stuff. So a lot of stuff. When I was a kid, I would have said, oh, if you call me out on something that I'm wearing, because growing up we didn't have that much money, so everybody had the Jordans, everybody had the name brand this, name brand that. So when I was younger, I would have said, calling me out on something that wasn't, up to the standards of high school.
Okay.
But now I take pride in how cheap I could buy stuff. So
you're not poor, girl.
So I always have a motto: if it's free, it's for me. And most of the stuff I wear is less than $10, and I'm happy to tell everybody. So I guess it changed within the years.
Yeah, it happened.
Because I used to be embarrassed on if I would have called out, oh yeah, I saw that on clearance. Oh, what type of jeans are those? I don't recognize that. Blah blah blah. Now I don't care. Call me out. I don't care. We lost the questions. Hold on one second.
Oh my god. I asked you the question. You asked me.
I'll ask you. What is your most embarrassing childhood memory? To follow up mine.
Oh my god, the most embarrassing childhood memory I have. Jesus Christ. Now we're going back down memory lane.
Well, that was the point of this video.
The most embarrassing moment when I was a child. I can't even think of one. I'm pretty sure I did have an embarrassing moment. Okay, yeah. Well, in a Spanish household, when you get your period, it's the biggest deal ever, okay? And I think this was my most embarrassing moment that I've ever had an encounter. When I first got my period, I was about 11. I was just going to turn 12 not too long after. And I had just gotten my period, and that day I was riding a bike, and I was like, and I bumped on I don't know what the hell happened. I bumped myself so hard, and I hurt myself, in the private regions, and I just thought that I broke something in my vagina. So I go home, and I explain to my mom I'm bleeding, and she's excited. But I'm like, I had to explain the story, like, no, I really hurt myself. So she didn't really know if it was a period or I really did injure myself. So the next day, I'm still bleeding, and she's like, okay, Jericka, you are a woman. She called everybody and their mama. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, friends, and she would say, Jericka cantó gallo, cuckoo. And as you pass you the phone, so they could just congratulate you, and you're like, what the hell is so cool about this? This is embarrassing. And I swear to God, every time I go to a family event, I would just go with my head down because I was so embarrassed, because they would ask me, how was my period? Was it painful? How long was it? I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, so yeah, that had to be like the most embarrassing thing I could remember, and I'm still to this day embarrassed. I swear, I was so embarrassed. Okay, what do you love about yourself the most?
What do I love about myself the most? In typical mother fashion, I have to say what I like about myself the most is how I've grown in the years compared to those, say, that I went to school with. Because me and Jericka, we went to school in elementary school, but like when middle school came, we kind of split, but it's just we had that connection always, that we always stood friends. So I'm not comparing myself to her. She's a great woman and I love her. But I'm more so like the friends say, like I grew up with, like maybe in high school and stuff, like I was the first one to have a kid because I had a kid senior year of high school. And so while they still had the opportunity to party and to have fun and parandear and do all this, I had responsibilities. When I got out of high school, it was straight into a program, I was learning medical assisting at that time. And then right after I got out of school, it was straight to work. Because although my mother did me the favor, she said, I was never going to leave you in your hardest time of your life. My mother was like, pero tampoco te voy a soportar. Neither am I going to support you in this child that you brought into this world. It's not her fault that you brought her in. So I was taught responsibility a long time, and it grew me. It made me grow as a person. So compared to, like, say, my friends who had the opportunity to party, parandear, and all that, now they're having their children, and now I'm starting to see that they're changing the way that I was forced to at a younger age. So I also know other people who had similar experiences that I did and were teen mothers and maybe didn't take the right path. So I could say like that's the one thing I love about myself, that I didn't take it as a crippling experience, but I took it as something to grow on
and to learn from.
You know. And I'm telling you, I love that little girl. She's mean and she's a few words that, you know, I don't want to say on a PG-13 channel.
I can't. She's a bitch.
She is. But I love her. I do. And I thank her for making me the woman I am today.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I love her. I'm such a mama. If you got a new tattoo, what would it be of?
If I would get a new tattoo,
get a new tattoo.
There's 2 tattoos I want to get, and I have tattoos everywhere, but I still have yet to get my children's name on me, and I have my husband's name and everything, but for some reason I knew that I was not done having children, and I wanted to make sure that when I got the tattoo, it was when I finished, like, completely. And I'm in a point in my life now that I don't want no more children, so I know that I could get this tattoo and there won't be an add-on. So I'm looking at that, or I also want to get my whole left sleeve done.
Really?
Yeah. I do.
Surprising to me, I knew that she had random tattoos, but I didn't see her as a sleeve.
I know, edgy.
See, I'm a virgin. I just got my first tattoo this May, so.
Congratulations, being a tattoo virgin. Okay. Let's see.
And ironically enough, it is of my 2 children. So if I have another one, I'm gonna have to add it on, as she said.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Who has influenced you the most?
I like to thank God. No. Who has influenced me the most? I'm a mama's girl, so I would probably say my mom. When we were growing up, I have older parents. My parents had me a little later in life, and my father was already retired, so he would take me and Jericka to school every single morning and pick us up from school and have snacks for us and all that stuff. But aside of the typical household where, say, like, Papi's coming home from work and, like, mommy's there cooking or whatever, my father was cooking and my mother's coming home from work and just finished it up and put me to bed. So she influenced me in regards to always being hardworking, but still having time for your family, and it not making a difference, like, not being there, even now with my own children, sometimes I feel guilty because I'm like, man, I wish I could stay home with the kids for a little while longer or even have a part-time job. But in the economy that we're in now, that's not as easy as it was, say, back in the day when, like, my parents, like, 50s, 60s, 70s, were like, one person could work in the household and we could have, like, a happy household. I can't do that in my house. I don't know about your house, but I can't do that in my house. So, I feel guilty. But then at the same time, I pride her as influencing me that you do what you got to do, you work hard, you got the house, and as long as your bills are paid, it doesn't matter, because you could come home, fine, you don't got money to go to the movies, but you know what, you could pay $150 a night for the Red Box movie that just came out, sit in your sala, go to Dollar Tree, get some popcorn.
Yes.
And you have a night, you make the night for your kids. So that's the type of stuff that my mom would do for me. Maybe she couldn't take me out all the time because we weren't the richest family. Like, I was the last person on the block to get cable, but that's okay.
Oh my God.
But I could say we never did without.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Always had shoes on my feet. Always had clean clothes on my back. Roof over my head. Good food in my tummy. And I can't say I had a sad childhood. I had a happy-ass childhood.
That's good.
Tú sabes, so, my mama.
Let me tell you something. Her parents are amazing. They are the best. And they're like the power couple I would look up to for my marriage. Like, they've been together for ages, and it feels like centuries, but they rock. And let's not even go into grandma because she is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
let's see what we have left. Let's see, there has to be more because these questions are boring, to tell you the truth. Let's see what they got. Where is the most beautiful place on earth and why?
like, would that be like that I have visited, or that I just think in general?
That you think in general.
Okay, well, I don't know. Because if I've never been to a place, it's not pretty. Seriously. I don't care how much pictures I've seen. I was living in Puerto Rico. I would say that was pretty. But the one place that has stuck with me, and it's like, anybody probably from that, like, oh my God, really? But I am in love with Utah. And anybody that knows me knows I love Utah. And that was because, well, I ended up going to Utah when I had married, because this is my second marriage. My first marriage, I had married my sugar daddy. That's another story for another day.
Girl, I need to know where they get.
So I moved to Utah. I had wealth, a house. I had everything I wanted, but it didn't work out between us because really there was no feelings there. But when I tell you how beautiful Utah is, and when I went, it was around beginning to be winter, and you could see the snow on the mountains. It was just beautiful. It's just overall beautiful. And I can't wait to take my kids there one day because I think they are going to love it as much as I do. So that's my most beautiful place.
I don't know. I've never been.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be so fun right now. Are aliens real? And we could argue this. Yes, I believe in aliens.
So do I. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I. I don't care what nobody says, but whichever theory you believe in, whether the Big Bang, creation by God, whatever theory you believe in, I highly doubt that this gift of life that was given to this planet in this entire universe, and nobody knows how big it is, I can't believe that we're the only creation of God or the only creation from the Big Bang that could exist. There has to be something out there.
I'm just going to jump right into that question like it was mine. But my thing with the whole alien thing, well, I was grown up Catholic, so the big belief in God and everything was there. But I just don't believe in the Catholic religion, and this is my opinion. If whatever you believe in, I support whatever you believe in. But me personally, I don't believe in the Catholic religion, and honestly, I don't believe in any religion. And I'm not gonna say I'm atheist, but maybe
spiritual,
like agnostic. I believe that there's somebody, I don't know who, that did create us or experiment. Well, however you want to look at it, and we're here. So I do believe in aliens. Like we're probably just like their project, and they're just looking at us to see how we function. That's my way of thinking.
That's a different way to look at it.
So yeah.
That we're a project. Okay, that's a different way to look at it. All right. Have you ever won anything, big or small?
Have I ever won anything? Big or small?
Big or small. Anything of, I guess, importance to you that you remember that. Oh, I won that.
One of the freaking machines that you get a teddy bear from?
Yo, those machines are so impossible.
I swear, I spent like $10 as a kid, and I probably was like maybe 10. and I had $10, and I changed them all in quarters, and I stood there all day trying to get a Tweety, and I got the Tweety though. So I was so happy, but that was not worth my $10. Now that I think about it.
You know, I have to jump into the question too. I have to laugh because this was just recently. Steve took me to Seaside Heights, and Allie has a poop emoji obsession. When I tell you an obsession, I have to question this little girl of how much she likes literally shit. Because she's got the poop emoji sandals. She's got poop emoji slippers. We bought her a poop emoji hat when we went to North Carolina. She has a poop emoji pillow. So she sleeps on shit, in shit, with shit on her face.
Wears shit.
She wears shit.
Oh my god.
So we went to Seaside Heights, and they had a claw machine that had a whole bunch. The whole machine was poop emojis. Yo me quedé ahí. I stood there for like 5 minutes. I think I must have spent probably the same thing, like $10 trying to get the poop emoji. Finally, we didn't get it. So then I walked out of there upset, like it was something else that I had lost. They were walking down the boardwalk, and the carnival games. We saw the one with the balloons. Otro 10 peso, because we got tricked into it, because they were like, oh yeah, just hit the balloon and you get the prize. They don't tell you that you hit a balloon, you win every single time, but it starts with like something this big, and you could trade this big to that big, and the poop emoji was considered an extra large prize. So al final, the lady felt bad for us because we told her how much our daughter likes shit, and she gave it to us. But,
oh my god!
But yeah, she has the poop emoji pillow. She has a literal like body pillow, like to hug to sleep. Poop emoji, the slippers.
That's not a healthy obsession.
Yeah, she likes shit. She talks shit. She thinks she is the shit. So.
Oh my god, you's a mess. You're a freaking hot mess.
Yeah. So.
Let's see.
By the way, I have a son as well. I know I've been talking a lot about my daughter, but I have a son too. He is the twinkle in my eye, and I love him dearly. But it's just that little shithead right there.
Okay, this is a good one. Which famous person would you like to be BFFs with? That's an interesting question. Because I can't even pick one.
Who looks like they'd be a fun time? Jenny from the Block, I'm convinced with some of her ex-boyfriends that she likes little boys. I'm not too, because most of like the ex-boyfriend dances that she's had have been like 10 to 20 years younger than her. So like she's cool peoples. I respect her. She's from the block, but I feel like she'd be one of those popular girls. You know who I want to be BFFs with? Jimmy Fallon or Ellen.
Yeah.
Call me and be my best friend, because you guys are fun. Aside of them, number 3 on the list, it goes Ellen will be number 1. Jimmy Fallon is number 2. Number 3, James Corden from the Late Late Night Show, Channel 2. That guy,
I have no idea who he is. I know about the first 2.
You ever seen Carpool Karaoke?
No.
Girl, I gotta introduce you to Carpool Karaoke. This man is hilarious. She's saying that our time is running short. I'm just...
Okay. Oh yeah, that's my daughter is a videographer. But okay, so let's just answer one more question then.
One more question that we can both answer really quick.
Okay.
But yeah, if any of you see that video, call me.
Well, I want to jump into that. My best friend would be, I would say, Kevin Hart, because I would be making fun of his height the whole time. The whole time. And what I like about him is that he's a good sport and he cracks jokes on himself. So we will be perfect as BFFs.
Yeah, he sounds like he would be a fun time too, and I'd probably make fun of him because of his height as well.
And y'all guys are like, you didn't pick a girl? No. I always been more friends with boys. They're more cool.
What is the most important material possession you have, and why?
material, like physical
thing
that I have that is the most important thing to me in the world that I cannot live without would be my mom's urn, because my mom is in there.
I knew she was gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah. Yeah, as you guys know, my mom had passed away, so we have her in an urn, and I have my whole makeup corner. I would trade that in if I had to, so I could take my mom everywhere I go. So that's like one of the major possessions I have that is close to the heart.
I don't know if I have a material possession that I hold that close to me.
How about your necklace that you got from your dad?
So back to the question where we're talking about the most embarrassing that happened to us, and she mentioned what her mother did to her for a period. So yes, it is a Hispanic tradition. Maybe other cultures do the same thing, because I surely did it to my daughter.
Oh my God.
So my story goes that I had actually gotten mine when I was 8. I turned 9 in December. I got mine in November. So I got mine, and my mother had the conversation with me, so I knew what to do. So my mother caught me in February in the bathroom. Our house, when we were little, there was no privacy. Nobody cared about anything. There's one baño. If you needed to use it, you had to use it. My mother walked in on me when I'm in the midst of changing my pad, because I had already known what to do. And my mother's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "All right, mommy, sit down." Like, I was a parent. Like, I got to talk to you. Like, I got my period. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. ¿Pa qué fue eso? My mother goes immediately, calls my father. Mind you, I'm still sitting on the toilet. My mother calls my father. My father's like, "Oh my gosh." Apparently, they have been planning for this. I'm obsessed with horses. So my father had this little gold cowgirl boot with a spur on it to give to me, apparently, when I became a woman. I'm still sitting on the toilet. He goes, opens the door, puts it around my neck, blah, 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 and then called the entire family. So, yeah. I don't even know where that little girl boot is anyway.
Okay, so now we're running short out of time, so we're just going to close this. We had so much fun, and I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the only video that you would see her starring in. So remember, guys, to like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment below, and you tell us what was the most funniest thing that we said and you enjoyed. So until next time, guys, bye.